Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hey, it's the NFL Guys podcast. So, we are going to start off what I forgot to do yesterday on yesterday's podcast. I am going to go over NFL Week 4 picks, how I did. So, first off, I want to start with the teams that I got right. So, I got the Bengals right, I got the upset pick this week right. The Jets over the Titans. I got the Bears over the Lions right. The Chiefs over the Eagles right. Cowboys over the Panthers. Seahawks over the 49ers. The Packers over the Steelers. Ravens over the Broncos. I got my game of the week right. Bucks over the Panthers, or excuse me, not Panthers, Patriots, which is also the Sunday night game, was a Sunday night game. And I got the Monday night game right, the Chargers. So I actually did pretty good. I went 11-5, but I got the Dolphins wrong because the Colts won. I picked the Vikings, but the Browns won. I picked the Falcons, but Washington won. I took the Saints, but the Giants won. I took the Rams, but the Cardinals won, and yeah, that's it. So 11-5, so actually not bad. And I went 26, and so I'm 26-22 for the season. For my 3 players to shine, where I pick a quarterback, running back, and receiver, and try to get how many fantasy points they are going to get. So this week I went with Aaron Rodgers, and I said he was going to get 42 fantasy points. He actually got 24, so I missed it by 18. So I have to come at least within 5 points. Michael Carter, I picked, he had 18 points, and I came very close on this. I actually missed it by, see, he had 10, so I missed it by 8, and I took Tyreek Hill as the receiver. He had 35 fantasy points on ESPN. He actually had 47, or I predicted 35, and he had 47, so I missed it by 12. On my 3 bold predictions for week 4, number 3, I predicted Patrick Mahomes would have at least 450 yards and 3 touchdowns. He actually only had 278 yards, but he ended up having 2 more touchdowns than I predicted. He had 5 touchdowns. I predicted Tom Brady was going to have 400 plus yards and 4 touchdowns. Well, he only had 269 yards, and that game was a rain fest. So definitely not going to get 400 yards plus in that weather. And number 1, I picked Aaron Rodgers was going to have 5 touchdowns. He had 2 touchdowns. So we are now going to, let's get to some news real quick. The Texans today cut former Chicago Bear wide receiver Anthony Miller. The Saints have signed ex-Bear kicker Cody Parkey. The Jacksonville Jaguars signed former Eagles running back Wendell Smallwood to their team. Logan Thomas, like I said, I started Logan Thomas, and I thought he was going to play because they were like, he's going to play today. But he didn't play Sunday, and he's actually going to miss 4 weeks for Washington. Christian McCaffrey, they said it's going to be a game time decision. So I have him in my starting lineup now, and when I watch the fantasy show, I'll get more of a clear projection if he's going to play or if he's not going to play. Peyton Barber, well, he's going to miss a few weeks for the Raiders, so I don't know what's up for Josh Jacobs, if he's 100% or what's going on. So we might see a lot of Kenyon Drake this weekend against the Bears. So if you need a flex player, maybe it's great to pick up Kenyon Drake. Jerry Jeudy, good news if you have Jerry Jeudy on your fantasy team. He is going to have a week 7 return, it sounds like it. The Patriots, guess what? Well, they traded Stephon Gilmore to the Carolina Panthers for a 6th round 2023 pick. And boy, I tell you what, the Panthers defense is so much better now. On one of my teams, I have the Panthers defense. I might have them on a second team, But yeah, I'm so glad I got the Panthers defense. I think I end up dropping Cleveland's defense or Washington's defense and end up picking up Carolina. Well, this is some crazy news. Linebacker Jalen Smith was dropped by the Dallas Cowboys, former Go Irish, former Notre Dame standout linebacker. And when I got off of work today, guess who signed Jalen Smith? Oh, my heated rival, the Green Bay Packers. And I'm like, oh, great. The one team I did not want him to go to. Justin Fields, this is awesome. Justin Fields, he's going to be the starter, so that is great. I end up dropping Derek Carr in a few of my teams and picked up Justin Fields as my backup. Also, linebacker Jamie Collins is heading back to the Patriots for a third time. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is some news and notes. Also, kind of scary for me because I have a lot of these players on my fantasy teams. Still no AJ Brown. Still no news on Julio Jones if they are going to play this week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Aaron Jones was limited today in practice, so he's banged up. Ezekiel Elliott's banged up. He was limited in practice. TJ Hawkinson was limited in practice today. Jamal Williams was limited in practicing today. So it's when it comes Sunday morning, and I will usually do a injury report on my TikTok, and I think I posted on here from Sunday when I did it. I can't remember. But anyway, Sunday will be a more clear of like who's injured, who's in, who's out on the fantasy show. So I'm like, oh great, it's going to be another rough week for me for fantasy because I swear I think on one of my teams I have AJ Brown out, hurt. Julio Jones is out. Gronk is out. Now that Ezekiel Elliott and Aaron Jones is limited, who knows if they're going to play. Logan Thomas is out. Will Fuller is going to miss a few weeks. So I'm just like, oh, great. No idea if Christian McCaffrey is going to play. So I have no idea, like, the status of all these players and, making my adjustments for my fantasy team. So it's going to be a rough one this week. So anyway, we are officially going to get into week 5's picks and prediction. And like always, I am going to check in with my great friend Jimmy Babaganoush. Jimmy Bobby. I can't even say your name. I'm so tired tonight. Sorry, Jimmy. Jimmy Babaganoush. Jimmy Babaganoush. Are you ready for week 5 of the NFL?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Well, I am so glad. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. NFL Week 5 picks.
Ah, boy, here we go.
All right. First off, we've got the Thursday night game. Thursday night game is definitely going to be a really good game. We've got the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Battling it out on Thursday night, and I could see the Rams bouncing back in this game, but man, I don't know what's going on with DK Metcalf. Or is it, I can't remember if it's DK or Tyler Lockett. I think it's DK Metcalf had a questionable tag. And I'm like, oh, great. Just what I need. Another wide receiver on a questionable tag about Sunday or Thursday. Thursday. I've got to make my decisions if I'm going to play DK Metcalf. I guess I'm going to have to really pay attention Thursday morning. Turn on NFL Network or something and find out if he's going to go, or even on NFL.com or Adam Schefter If he says DK Metcalf is going to go, I think the Rams are going to bounce back. And I am predicting the Rams are going to beat the Seattle Seahawks. And boy, we got an early game on Sunday at 9:30 a.m. We've got the London game between the Jets and the Falcons. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Jets and Falcons going, and the Jets won their first game last week. But unfortunately, the Jets aren't going to win 2 games in a row. I am picking the Falcons to win big. I'm telling you, I could be right, I could be wrong, but I think Matt Ryan's going to have a big game. I think if you look at this team on paper, Matt Ryan had a really big game last week. Definitely, if you have Matt Ryan on your team, you're starting Matt Ryan. You're starting Kyle Pitts. Even though I dropped Kyle Pitts on a lot of my teams because I picked up Knox from Buffalo, and I think I picked up Schultz from Dallas on one of my teams. I don't know. I just don't see Kyle Pitts this being the year for Kyle Pitts unless he gets really super hot down the road. But Calvin Ridley should have a big game. I think finally Mike Davis is going to break out. I could see Cordell Patterson having another huge fantasy game. So if you have any Atlanta Falcons in your bench or in your starters, definitely start them. Bring those players up from your bench and put them into the starting lineup. I think the Falcons head to London and beat the Jets pretty bad. Next, we have the Patriots and the Texans. I think the Patriots are going to beat the Texans. Mac Jones looked really good last week against Tom Brady in the rain. I think it's going to be an easy win for the Patriots. I think this game could be over at halftime. Definitely the Patriots win this game. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Vikings against the Detroit Lions. The Lions are a mess. I am starting Kirk Cousins in my lineup. I think they're projected 19 points. I think he could have like 28 or 29. I think Adam Thielen's going to have a good game. Justin Jefferson's going to have a good game. I don't know if Dalvin Cook still is 100%. I don't know how many carries he's going to get in this game. But yeah, I think the Vikings win this game easily. Next, we got the Panthers and the Eagles. Obviously, I'm going with the Panthers. Sam Darnold's been playing really good. DJ Moore's been playing really good, especially if Christian McCaffrey comes back in this game. I think Christian McCaffrey could have a huge fantasy week at NFL. Week 5 for the NFL. I don't know, because I remember last year where CMC got hurt, he came back, and everybody's like, well, maybe he's coming back too soon. Maybe he should wait another week or two. Came back, got injured again. I think he was done for the year. Mike Davis took over the rest of the season, which Mike Davis had a really good year for the Panthers last year. So I'm hoping if he does play, I hope he has a good game. I'm hoping he feels good because I really need him. I'm losing big time on my fantasy teams with him being out. Next, we've got the Saints and the Washington team. I'm going with Washington. Heineke, I think he's going to have a big game. McLaurin's going to have a big game. Antonio Gibson, he's got a questionable mark, which I have him on my team. I'm like, great, another player with a questionable mark. Oh my God. So but I think Heineke is definitely going to blow up in Washington. Maybe Kamara. Oh, Washington's defense. Oh, man, I don't know. I think Kamara will still have a good game, but I think Washington wins this. Oh my God! It's my upset pick of the week. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, it's my upset pick of the week. I am picking that the Titans is going to lose again, and I think the Jacksonville Jaguars is going to win their first game.
Oh my God, no!
Yep, exactly. I definitely feel like the Titans would know AJ Brown, know Julio Jones. If they're a no-go again, I mean, I thought it would be the Derrick Henry show. Like, Derrick Henry would carry that team to a win, and obviously that didn't happen because the Titans definitely did not win that game last week. So I think Jacksonville pulls out a win. I think Trevor Morris, chicken of Castlevania, Trevor Lawrence, I think he even has a better game than what he did against Cincinnati. And yeah, I'm going with the Jacksonville Jaguars as my upset pick. Bucks and Dolphins, this is not even a contest. The Bucks are going to win big time. Brady's going to have a huge game. I think Mike Evans is going to have a big game. Maybe AB, but yeah, this is easy. Packers and Bengals. Oh man, this was going to be my upset pick. I was actually going to take the Bengals over the Packers. Even the Bengals are what, 2-1, 3-1, or 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. I think like they could beat the Packers. Like, is the Bengals for real? I don't know. Jamar Chase is playing good. Like, Joe Burrow is really starting to play good. I just don't. I don't know. I thought this was gonna be up my upset pick of the week, but upset pick of the week. Upset pick of the week. But yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a big game. I don't know if Aaron Jones is going to play in this game. Devontae Adams is going to have a big game. But yeah, I'm going with the Packers. Steelers in Denver. Oh my God, the one-legged Ben Roethlisberger on his last limb. Denver's defense. But Drew Lock's playing. Probably no Teddy Bridgewater because I feel like he's going to sit out one more week or two with a concussion. But somebody's going to get hot for the Steelers. It's not going to be Big Ben, so it's probably going to be the Najee Harris show. Remember I was saying yesterday that somebody dropped Deontay Johnson in my Yahoo League. Well, I didn't get that waiver, which sucks. I don't know if I was the first one to get the waiver. Maybe somebody else beat me to it. I don't know, but one of those receivers, Deontay Johnson, J.J. Schuster, or Chase Claypool, if Chase even plays, because he has a questionable tag. I don't know if who's going to get hot. Could be Schuster. It seems like each week it's a different receiver. It's Schuster, it's Claypool, it's Deontay Johnson. Then it's Deontay Johnson, Claypool, back to Schuster. So, but yeah, I think somehow the one-legged, Ben Roethlisberger on his last limb beat the Denver Broncos. Next, we have the Bears. And going against the Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, I really don't know. Like, no David Montgomery, out 4 to 5 weeks. Damian Harris, God, I'm getting people's names wrong. Damian Williams is questionable, but it sounds like he's going to play. Justin Fields is officially the starter for the rest of the season. Great job, Nagy. That's probably the smartest thing you did all year, is announce him as the starter and not be like, oh, damn it, Dalton, start him. You know, if he was feeling okay. I think if Dalton would have started against the Raiders, I think the Bears would have got rocked. But with Justin Fields, the Bears play like they did against the Lions. And yes, I know it was against the Lions. This stretch of games is going to be so tough. I mean, the Raiders this week, Packers next week. Oh, my God. But I just don't. Derek Carr is so up and down. Is their offense going to show up? I mean, I'm sure Hunter Renfro is going to have a good game. Is Josh Jacobs going to go? Is it going to be Kenyon Drake? I don't know. I think the Bears pull this game out in Vegas. Next, we have the Browns and Chargers, and Justin Herbert has just been on another planet. Austin Eckler. Oh, yeah, Austin Eckler. Oh, my God. Does Mike Williams have a comeback game? I think yes, because it's against the Browns. And the Browns defense hasn't been spectacular like everybody was saying, like, oh my God, the Browns defense, watch out for them. Everybody should pick them up on their NFL fantasy team. And it hasn't even been that way. Like, I really thought Koromora was just going to be like, defensive player, the defensive rookie of the year, and he's just been quiet. But yeah, Mike Williams, oh my God, I swear, if you have another game like you did last week where you only have like 3 or 4 fantasy points and like 2 catches for 20 yards, you're gone. I'm dropping you. I'm done. But I think the Chargers win this game easily. Cowboys, Giants, ooh, a big division matchup. Daniel Jones is playing great, but, Saquon, he had a good game last week. What is Saquon going to do against Dallas's defense? The Giants is so banged up at receiver. No Darius Slayton. Sterling Shepard's banged up. Evan Ingram's banged up. I don't know what. I just don't see this offense coming alive against Dallas. Dallas wins this game. 49ers and Cardinals. I think the Cardinals extend their undefeated streak, so they are 5-0. But boy, Trey Lance could have a hell of a game. I don't know. Trey Lance is going because I don't think Jimmy G is not ready to play yet. Come back and play. I definitely feel like Trey Lance is going to have a big game. Murray should have a big game. James Conner, Chase Edmonds should have a big game. I don't know about DeAndre Hopkins. Does Christian Kirk, Rondell Moore step up? I don't know. But I see the Cardinals winning this game. And next, we've got the Hey, it's the NFL Guys podcast Game of the Week. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Sunday night football game.
Game on NBC, the only place to be. Get on, it's Sunday night.
Yep, it's the Sunday night matchup, and boy, is this a good one. Buffalo Bills against the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh my God, Mahomes versus Josh Allen. Wow, I am so looking forward to seeing this game. Does Knox have a really big game? I'm hoping big numbers from Bass. Emmanuel Sanders, I'm starting him, I think, as a flex. I did my lineups, but I change them up Sunday. Right now, I think I have Emmanuel Sanders in my starting lineup, and I think I have Zach Moss in my starting lineup. Obviously, I'm starting Josh Allen. I'm starting Patrick Mahomes. Not start him. I'm starting Tyreek Hill. So it's going to be an interesting matchup because the Buffalo Bills defense isn't the greatest. Kansas City Chiefs defense isn't the greatest. So it's basically offense versus offense. Like, I could see this being something where it was the Kansas City Chiefs game and the Eagles game 40-30, or being like, 47-40. Like, I think both these quarterbacks are going to have huge fantasy games, but I am going with the Buffalo Bills. I think they're going to beat the Chiefs. The Buffalo Bills is my dark horse favorite to be in the Super Bowl. The next game, we have the Monday night game. And we've got the Ravens versus the Colts. And you kind of look at it on paper and you're just kind of like,
The galaxy of this sucks camel dicks!
yeah, exactly. Like, it's not a really good matchup. Not against the Ravens, but like the Colts, really? Colts? Well, I guess they're going by, hey, the Colts used to be in Baltimore. It's that big rival, you know. I think that was the one reason why they're doing this, but I just feel like the Ravens is going to destroy the Colts. Lamar Jackson, huge game. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, big game. I could see Sammy Watkins bouncing back and having a big game. I don't know what Le'Veon Bell, if he's going to play. Who knows? Jonathan Taylor, I don't think I'm starting him. Not against the Ravens defense. Watch him have like 28 fantasy points. I'll be like, oh my God, why didn't start Jonathan Taylor? But, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is my picks for this week. I'm going with the Rams over the Seahawks, the Falcons over the Jets in the London game, the Patriots over the Texans, the Vikings over the Lions, the Panthers over the Eagles, the Washington football team over the Saints. The upset pick, I'm picking the Jaguars over the Titans, the Bucs over the Dolphins, Packers over the Bengals, Steelers over the Broncos. I'm picking the Bears over the Raiders. I'm picking the Chargers over the Browns. I'm picking the Giants. No, I'm picking the Cowboys over the Giants. I'm sorry. Cardinals over the 49ers. The game of the week, Sunday Night Football, Bills over the Chiefs, and the Ravens over the Colts. And then my 3 players to shine, I'm picking 3 quarterback, running back, receiver, and trying to predict, like, with coming in within 5 points of fantasy. So, the quarterback this week, I'm going with Taylor Heineke. I'm predicting he'll have 23 fantasy points. The running back, Ezekiel Elliott, which he might not play. If he does play, I'm going to predict he's going to have 30 points, but with him banged up, I don't know if that's going to happen. And the wide receiver, I'm going with Devontae Smith. I think he's going to have 26 fantasy points. Now, my 3 bold predictions for week 5. At number 3, I think Richard Sherman's going to have an interception for a touchdown. At number 2, I think Jalen Hurts is going to have 300 plus yards and 3 touchdowns. And number 1, I think finally Mike Davis is going to have his best game of the year. I think he's going to have 125 yards or over and 2 touchdowns. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the picks and prediction for week 5 in the NFL. I will definitely be probably doing more videos. Maybe tomorrow night I might pop in a video and post it on my YouTube. I definitely will be doing videos on Sunday morning, more likely posting here on my YouTube channel. Remember, you can follow me on my TikTok. Hey, it's the NFL guy. It's hey underscore it's underscore the underscore guy underscore NFL underscore guy. But yeah, there you go. So definitely you can follow me on TikTok. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Hopefully everybody has a great night. Good luck on your fantasy teams and on your teams this week. And I will talk to you later.